Okay, let me know once you guys are able to see my screen. So,
I can see it.
okay, perfect. So we have um, some past paper questions here. All right. And I want you guys to help me in this because we have discussed every underlying concept. We have talked about triangles. We have talked about angles. So you guys would be able to do these, okay? And these are from past papers. All right, so let's do it here. Okay, so the first question is, in the figure above, the triangle PQR is equilateral. Okay, let's just stop here. If this triangle is equilateral, we know that this, and this, these three sides must be equal, right? And SR is basically a line segment, and TV intersect at point P. So we can see this. PQR is a triangle, it is equilateral, implies all the sides would be equal. SR and TV, these are two line segments that are intersecting at point P. Okay. And the question is, what is the value of Y? All right, so let's do it together. If this is Y, or maybe you guys can try it, I can give you 2 minutes. Okay, just think about it and tell me how can we do it. Just the method, if not the exact answer. Any ideas, Ahib?
Well, since it's a equilateral triangle, all of the angles, interior angles will be 60 degrees.
Excellent.
And like you can see that there are three x degrees, so 3x is equal to 60, x
Very
makes
well done.
20 degrees,
Very well done.
and y degree is equal to 2x degrees, so y degree will be 40 degrees.
Very good. Excellent. Excellent. Ishal, did you understand this?
Yes, ma'am, that's my answer as well.
Okay, very good. Perfect. But just for the sake of completeness, I would like to do it here as well. So as Zahib said, this is an equilateral triangle. It implies that every angle inside this triangle would be 60 degrees. So this whole angle would be 60 degrees as well. So this implies x would be 20 degrees. Now we know that this y is basically this y and this angle. These are vertical angles. So y is equal to x plus x. This would be 40 degrees, right? So we are clear with this. Okay, let's talk about this now. Okay, so Ishal, can you try this one? I mean, you can think about it for a minute and then you can explain it to us.
Ma'am,
Okay, we can do it together, right? So the question is, in the figure above, PS and TR intersect at O. This is PS and here is TR. And ON is perpendicular to PS. So one thing is clear, if ON is perpendicular to PS, this angle must be 90. So they have written it correctly, okay? Perfect. Right. Then what is the value of x of y minus x? Okay, so we need to find y minus x, but in order to find y minus x, first we have to find y and x. Okay, so this is sum of angles on a straight line are supplementary angles. Why? Because their sum is 180 degrees. So 20 degree plus y is clearly 180 degrees. So y would be 160 degrees. Okay, so we have our y. We need to think about our x now. And here is our x. Okay. All right. So we can see that if this is x and if this is 20, this angle, the 20 degrees angle, and this angle, which I've drawn with yellow, are what is this type? Vertical angles. Since they're vertical angles, they must be equal. So we know that this would be 20 degrees. And since ON is perpendicular to PS, this whole is right angle, it is 90. So using the concept of complementary angles, x degrees plus 20 degrees is 90 degrees. So x would be the minus 20, that is 70. And what is the answer? The answer is 70. No, the answer is not 70. Why? Because the question was to find y minus x. So y minus x is 160 minus 70, and that is 90. Okay, so C is the answer. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let's talk about this question now. Okay. So the question says, in the figure above, AD is 1, okay, and DC is under root 3. What is the value of Z? Okay. So, any idea? Zahib, any idea? Yes, no? Okay, let's do it together. So we need to find Z. We need to find this angle. Okay. So one way of doing is by either finding Y, and then we can use the concept that sum of angles in a triangle is 180. Okay, but finding Y is equally difficult. Okay, so let's find Z directly. How can we find this Z directly? Let's use the trigonometric ratios. Okay. Now, if I consider Z as my angle, this side would be perpendicular, and this is the base, because at least I am given with the base. This is under root 3. Okay, so we will use tan Z, okay, perpendicular over base. I have my base. Base is under root 3, but I do not have my perpendicular directly. I know that AD is 1, and I know that this is x degree and this is x degrees. So it must be an isosceles triangle, and we have talked about the angle side relationship. Since these two angles are equal, if this side is 1, this side would also be 1. So now we have two sides. We have a perpendicular side. So this is 1. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Ishul, what about you?
Yes, ma'am.
Sure?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. So this would be tan inverse 1 by under root 3, right? And that is 30 degrees. Okay. So this is clear, right?
Yeah.
Ma'am.
Okay. So this is a very simple question, and I want you guys to do it and just tell me the answer, okay? This question.
A is the answer.
Okay, and what about you, Zahid?
A.
Excellent, very good, perfect. Okay. Okay, let's talk about this now. So each angle of the triangle ABC above has the same measure as an angle in the triangle XYZ. So we only have ABC, but they want us to think about another triangle that is XYZ, which has same angles, right? Let's say if this angle is 20, this angle on XYZ would also be 20, right? But they have not shown this. Okay. And they're saying that if the length of one side of XYZ is 24, what is one possible perimeter of XYZ triangle? Okay. So first you have to understand the question and then we'll talk about the solution. We have been given this triangle and they want us to imagine another triangle, which I am not going to draw because it is going to be like, yeah, okay, let me draw the three possibilities then. Okay, let's say this is XYZ. And what they are saying is that every angle, these angles would be same. Okay, the angle at X is equal to angle at A, angle at Y is equal to angle at B, and the angle at Z is equal to the angle at C. And we have these sides, okay? And they are saying that if the length of one side of XYZ is 24. Now we do not know which lengths they are talking about, but let's just guess. Let's just say 24 is this length. Can we find these two lengths to find the perimeter by using ratio? Okay, so we have, I want to find this length. Let's say this length is smaller, okay? And I know that the ratio is 3:4. Why? Because these two triangles are similar triangles. I agree that their lengths would be different, but their basic structure is same. So I can certainly use the ratio method. If I'm talking about this side and this side, I can use the ratio method 3:4. And this is 24 ratio A. I need to find A. I can do cross multiplication. So this is 3A equals 4 into 24. A is basically 4 into 24 divided by 3, that is 8. So it is 32. This is 32. And let's talk about this side. This side. Again, I'm going to use the ratio method 3:6. This is 24. This is, let's say, B. So I need to cross multiply. This would be 3B equals 24 into 6. B would be 24 into 2. That is 48. And this is 48. And now I need to add these three sides to find the perimeter, because this is what a perimeter is. And this is going to be 104. Now, it could be that you guys would have chosen 24 as this side, because they have not mentioned this thing. The question says if the length of one side of XYZ triangle is 24, what is one possible perimeter? So in the marking scheme, we have three answers for this, okay? One answer is 104. I have forgotten the other two options, but we had three options. And the reason behind having three options is this, that it could be that one of the students chooses 24 as side B. Every side would change accordingly. And so the overall perimeter would change, okay? So this is why we have three answers, and all of these answers are considered correct. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Ishan, did you
Yes,
understand?
ma'am.
Okay, perfect.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, so we are done. I'll stop the recording.